You might be eroding your own reputation without even realizing it. We all have habits that appear harmless, almost invisible, yet, over time, they silently chip away at the respect others hold for us. The most unsettling part is that you may be repeating these patterns every single day, completely unaware of the damage they are inflicting on both your personal and professional life. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through 4 toxic habits that are quietly sabotaging your image. If you truly want to be taken seriously, respected, and remembered for the right reasons, you must identify and eliminate every one of them. Before we dive in, I want to offer a special thank you. The Stoicism Everyday channel exists because of you. Every comment, every like, and every time you share a video, you provide the genuine motivation we need to continue crafting this content with depth and intention. Watching this community grow, reflect, and transform is what drives us. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for walking with us on this journey of self-knowledge and daily evolution. I am truly grateful. When respect disappears, it is rarely by chance. It is the result of small actions or omissions that, over time, accumulate a silent, heavy cost. If there is one philosophy that helps us see these patterns clearly, it is Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." A similar sentiment applies here. Worry more about your actions than what others say about you. Seneca, another titan of Stoic thought, noted that the greatest sign of wisdom is the ability to observe yourself with unflinching honesty. That is exactly what we are going to do today. We will look within, without masks, without excuses, and identify 4 habits that seem minor but possess the power to erode your image and, even worse, your self-confidence. Throughout my life, I have been guilty of all these mistakes. It was only when I began applying Stoic principles to my daily life that I started to see real change. More respect, greater balance, and newfound clarity in my relationships. So, if you are ready for this reflection, grab your coffee and get comfortable. What we are about to discuss may be uncomfortable, but it will also be liberating. 1. Gossiping, the silent poison of relationships. The first behavior that destroys respect is perhaps the most common and the most underestimated: gossiping. Yes, gossip often feels harmless, a bit like water cooler talk. It can masquerade as a social bond, an innocent distraction in the middle of a mundane routine. But here is the raw truth. Whoever gossips to you will eventually gossip about you. When you engage in this game, even without malicious intent, you broadcast a powerful and negative message. I am not trustworthy. I cannot keep secrets. I thrive on the failures of others. I remember a phase in my life, back in college, when gossip seemed baked into the environment. Conversations inevitably revolved around other people's lives. It was a collective pastime, analyzing who was with whom, laughing at personal choices, and speculating about private situations. There was a classmate, let's call her Sarah, who was the most reserved of the group. One day, a rumor leaked that she had a crush on someone in our class. In a matter of hours, this intimate detail had turned into a cruel joke. Sarah completely withdrew. The way she quietly distanced herself left a permanent mark on everyone who witnessed it. That is when I realized, gossip is never just a casual conversation. It always leaves a scar. The Stoics, especially Epictetus, warned against this. If you hear something, don't repeat it. If it doesn't concern you, don't say it, and don't listen to it. Gossip diminishes you. People notice it, even if they stay silent. They start to wonder, if this person talks about so-and-so like that, what are they saying about me when I'm not around? Being worthy of respect starts with a daily choice. Do not pass on information that doesn't build people up. Prefer conversations that elevate and inspire. Analyze ideas, not people. As the old proverb goes, small minds discuss people, average minds discuss events, great minds discuss ideas. Choose, every day, which category you want to belong to. 2. Being unreliable, when your word loses value. The second habit that erodes respect, often faster than any other, is a lack of reliability. We live in an age where everyone makes promises, but few actually deliver. We promise to show up, we promise to help, we promise to change. But when the time comes, excuses, distractions, and silence take over. Here is a hard truth. When your word loses its value, you lose your value along with it. I once thought that being flexible and spontaneous was a virtue. I would make plans, only to cancel them later. I'd say, I'll definitely be there, and then decide at the last minute to do something else. Then, one incident showed me exactly what this meant to those who trusted me. A good friend, Emily, spent weeks preparing for her birthday party. She planned everything with care: the guest list, the decorations, the details. I told her I wouldn't miss it for anything. But on the day of the party, I got tied up with another activity. By the time I realized it, the party was already in full swing. I sent a rushed text trying to justify myself. Her reply was polite but cold. In that moment, I realized I hadn't just missed an event. I had broken a piece of our trust. The relationship grew cold because she understood, quite rightly, that my word held little weight. The Stoics viewed the honor of one's word as a pillar of virtue. Seneca wrote, "Nothing is more valuable than the commitment of a person of integrity." Your word is your contract. Reliability isn't built with grand promises. It is built with small, consistent actions: arriving on time, doing what you agreed to do, meeting deadlines, and being transparent about your limitations. Above all, be honest with yourself. If you know you can't commit, don't. If something unexpected arises, communicate with respect and in advance. People don't expect perfection, they expect consistency. In a professional environment, unreliability is devastating. You might be talented, intelligent, or charismatic, but if you don't do what you say, you will be excluded from the most serious opportunities. Respect is born from trust, and trust is born from the repetition of your integrity in the smallest of details. 3. Interrupting others when anxiety speaks louder. Sometimes, losing respect doesn't happen because of a single, catastrophic mistake, but because of small, recurring gestures. One of the most silent and damaging is interrupting others while they are speaking. It seems trivial. After all, who hasn't done it? We tell ourselves we're just being dynamic, contributing to the flow. But interrupting carries a much heavier weight than it appears. When you cut someone off, even unintentionally, you convey an unconscious message. What I have to say is more important than what you are saying right now. Early in my career, I was exactly like that. I was anxious, full of ideas, and desperate to prove my worth. In meetings, I barely let people finish their sentences. If I disagreed, I interrupted. If I had a suggestion, I cut them off. One day, my manager pulled me aside. She said something I never forgot. "You are always ready to speak, but rarely ready to listen." Those words struck me like lightning. She was right. I wasn't listening. I was just waiting for my turn to speak. That is a form of egocentrism disguised as enthusiasm. The Stoics valued listening as a form of wisdom. Epictetus taught that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason: to listen more and speak less. From that moment on, I practiced Stoic listening. When I felt the urge to interrupt, I would take a deep breath and ask myself, does this really need to be said right now? Or can I wait with humility and listen until the end? This simple shift transformed how people saw me. I became someone more respected, more trustworthy, and more balanced. Truly listening is a sign of strength, not passivity. If you want to earn respect, practice intentional silence. Let the other person finish. When you listen with presence, you don't just understand better. You gain something rare these days: consideration. 4. Complaining excessively, when negativity becomes identity. We have all complained. We vent about the traffic, the boss, or the weather. Complaining feels like a release valve, a therapeutic vent for our frustrations. But when it becomes a habit, it stops being a relief and starts becoming a burden. And the worst part? It's a burden you spread to everyone around you. Constant complaining transforms the atmosphere. People will start to pull away, and they might not even be able to tell you why. It's not because you're a bad person, but because being around someone who constantly points out what's wrong without taking action is emotionally draining. I lived through this cycle myself. There was a time when everything was a reason to complain. If it rained, I complained. If it was hot, I complained. If someone wronged me, I stewed in it for days. Eventually, a friend with great courage said to me, "Man, it seems like nothing is ever good enough for you. Have you ever noticed that?" I got defensive at first, but those words echoed for days. They hurt because they were true. I had grown accustomed to the role of the victim. And the problem with being a victim is that you surrender your power. The Stoics teach something fundamental. Do not complain about reality. Transform what is within your reach, and accept with serenity what is not. The rain won't stop just because you lament it. The traffic won't move faster because you huff and puff behind the wheel. Your attitude, however, can change everything. From the moment I stopped complaining and started acting, or accepting, everything changed. This didn't make me a blind optimist. It made me lighter. Want to know if you're trapped in this cycle? Reflect. Do you talk more about problems or solutions? Do your conversations energize you, or do they drain you? Do you have a habit of being grateful or a habit of complaining? The mind works like a radar. It finds what you train it to find. If you feed a negative outlook, the world seems like chaos. If you train a constructive outlook, you find opportunities where before there were only barriers. Respect is also born from the energy you carry. No one respects someone who is always drowning in complaints. So, starting today, every time you feel the urge to complain, ask yourself, is this under my control? If yes, act. If no, accept. This simple discipline can free your mind. Conclusion: the path forward. If you have made it this far, congratulations. It shows that you are willing to do the hard work of looking within. Because gaining the respect of others begins with something deeper, respecting yourself. Today, we covered 4 habits that silently sabotage your image. Gossiping destroys trust. Being unreliable undermines your integrity. Interrupting demonstrates ego. Complaining excessively traps you in negativity. The good news is that these habits can be replaced with Stoic discipline, active listening, and conscious action. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." I would add that the best way to earn respect is to be different from the majority. Be someone who inspires trust, peace, and presence. If you take one step a day, one habit at a time, you will notice a subtle but powerful change in the way the world responds to you. Now, tell me, which of these 4 habits do you recognize most in yourself? Leave the phrase, "I choose to be worthy of respect," in the comments below, and let me know which habit you are ready to transform. This not only helps solidify what you've learned, but also strengthens the community of growth we are building together. If this video helped you, please like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe. Remember, here, philosophy isn't just theory, it is practice applied to your real life. See you in the next video, and until then, remember, you are the only one responsible for the energy you bring into the world. Bring what builds up, and leave the rest behind.